Hello guys, today I'll tell you how you can make your IoT projects more versatile by simply using a Wi-Fi manager library. This library gives you the flexibility to connect with any Wi-Fi, and the good thing is you do not need to program the Wi-Fi credentials in your Node MCU. So how this library work and how to use this library, each and everything I'm going to cover in this video. First you will have to visit the GitHub and you have to find this library, Tazapu Wi-Fi Manager, and I'll attach the link of this library in the description box. So first what you will have to do, this is the documentation. Go through this documentation and you will understand how to fully use this library. I'm going to cover the one part of this library, that how you can connect to the Node MCU using any Wi-Fi which you have not hard coded programmed in the Node MCU. So for that you need to download this library. So I'm going to download a zip file. Okay, so this is downloaded. Now I am going to open my Arduino IDE, and simply you have to go to the tools and go to this manage libraries, or you can simply go to the sketch and include library and add a zip file. You can directly add a zip file which we have just downloaded, so click on it. Okay, so now you have to navigate where you have downloaded that library, that zip file. So I have in my downloads, so click on it, and here I'll find my Wi-Fi manager library, so just click on open. As you can see, a message pop up, a library named Wi-Fi Manager Master already exists. This message is coming because I have already installed this library in my system, but you can install using the same procedure. Follow the same procedure and you will find a message coming, library name Wi-Fi Manager successfully installed. Okay, so now I'll tell you how you can connect your Node MCU to any other Wi-Fi you want. So first go to the file and go to the examples and find Wi-Fi manager which we have just installed. So here it is, and go to the auto connect example. So before understanding this example, I need to tell you something. When your ESP starts up, it sets up into a station mode and it tries to connect to a previously saved access point. If this is unsuccessful, then it's move ESP into a access point mode and spins up a DNS and a web server, which we have just defined here, DNS and a web server. So using any Wi-Fi enabled devices like mobile phone, computers or tablets, connect to the newly created access point. So because of the captive portal and the DNS server, you will either get a join network type of pop-up or get any domain you try to access redirected to configure portal. Basically this DNS server will act as a captive portal where you can connect to any other Wi-Fi, which I will be showing in my phone. So just first we will understand this example. So here I have used this basic Wi-Fi library, and I have tell you how we are going to use this DNS server library, and this is the web server library for Node MCU, and this is the Wi-Fi manager, our main library. So here what we have done is we are setting our baud rate at 115200, and here we have make an Wi-Fi manager object, Wi-Fi manager. And now what we are doing is we are auto connecting to this auto connect AP. So let me change this access point. This is not a good access point name. Let me set a access point name smart switch. So this is my smart switch. So when I will going to connect when I will open my Wi-Fi, I'll find this smart switch as an access point in my mobile screen, which I will be showing in a minute. Okay, after that we will see a message coming on a serial monitor, connected EA. So let me upload this code first. As you can see, uploading. Okay, now this code is successfully installed in the Node MCU, and now our Node MCU will act as an access point, and the name of our access point is Smart Switch. So now if we scan in any Wi-Fi supported device, we will find this Smart Switch in there. So let me open the Wi-Fi panel of my computer. So here you will find the Smart Switch, and this is the access point, and we can see the no internet because it is not internet supported, but it is an access point and it is already connected. So let me disconnect it first, and now if I connect it again, this will automatically redirect to the DNS Capatif portal, where we will find some options to connect to our Wi-Fi. So let me hit the connect button. Now it is connecting. Okay, so you can see the browser is opening, and you will find a Capatif portal here, and these are the options. First one is configure Wi-Fi, second one is configure Wi-Fi with no scan. So in first one we will going to scan, and you will find the Wi-Fi of our home or the Wi-Fi which you have to connect, and the second one is that from which you can directly put a SSID and password, and it will automatically connect to it. So I will going to prefer this configure Wi-Fi button, so I am clicking on it. So this is the second screen, and on the top I am getting my home's Wi-Fi, Ghost Wi-Fi. So I am going to click on it, and now it is asking for a password, so I am giving the password. This is my password, and now I am going to click on save, and we will see the connection status on the serial monitor. So I have clicked on saved and open the serial monitor. If it is connected, we will get this message, connecting EIA, connected EIA. Okay, so as you can see, we will get the message connected EIA. That means our Node MCU is connected to the SSID and password which we have given, and as you can also see, we will not going to find that Smart Switch in this. That means it is connected to that Wi-Fi, and now it is no longer a access point. So this Wi-Fi manager library is very versatile, and this makes our IoT projects portable. I strongly recommend to use this Wi-Fi manager library in all of your IoT projects because it makes them portable. You can use these IoT projects in our home as well as in your friend's home, anywhere, because we are using this library, and this will make our projects portable. So thank you for watching this video.